So coming back to our original topic, agile methodologies, I'll discuss in this a particular methodology which is called Scrum. This is essentially an agile framework where the whole work is divided into time-boxed iterations. So the first step in this would be to create a product backlog. This is done by product owner, which I'll discuss in a little later. So once you create the whole chunk of work, which is the product backlog, you have something called a sprint planning meeting, where the product owner would prioritize what tasks or what particular work items need to be completed in a particular sprint, and then he will create a sprint backlog. The whole team will help with that, and then they estimate the amount of work that needs to be done in that sprint, and then the sprint begins. A sprint can typically be between 1 to 4 weeks, and it's an iteration and it keeps cycling. Once first sprint is complete, then the next sprint will start. When a particular sprint is completed, the team members will showcase the work that they have done. Finished work will be showcased in a sprint review meeting, and then there will be a sprint retrospective where they will discuss what went wrong or what went well and prepare a development plan for the next sprint. And on a regular basis, every 24 hours there will be something called a daily scrum, where each team member will talk about what they did the previous day and the next day and what they plan to do the current day, and if there are any blockers. So that explains the overall agile scrum process. And scrum is just a framework, and there is something called Kanban, which is signboard in Japanese language. It's essentially a lean method that can be used to manage and visualize your work items. So each work item will be placed in a particular pipeline. You can create a pipeline of items. For example, pipeline will start with a backlog, and then someone will take this work item and then move it to the next pipeline, which is in progress. So a team member assigns work item to themselves and they'll move this item into in progress, and then once the work is complete, they can assign it to other team members for peer review, and once that's done, the item will move to testing phase, where tester would test if the functionality is right, and then it will move to done state, which means the item has been complete. So one important pipeline here is blocked. So if some work items are blocked on something or someone, they will be moved to this pipeline. So all the team members will be constantly monitoring this pipeline to see if some work item is blocked on them, and they will try to remove those blocked items. So it's a simple and easy way to visualize how progress is being made and how many work items are in the backlog, how many are in progress, and it's just to visualize the overall progress from start to finish.